The overpasses and bridges are kind of freezing over right now from water that was left over. As you can see, there's a little bit of an ice right here on the sidewalk. Technology is constantly changing. If you blink, you might miss the latest update. FSU is breaking tradition with hosting the spring game here in Tallahassee. However, hosting the game in the Citrus Bowl allows the school to look out for its large alumni base in Central and South Florida. Now, despite small pockets of flooding, there have been some areas where roads have been blocked off. But while we were here, we've seen about a dozen or so cars trying to get through the flooded areas you see behind me. Most drivers know about click it or ticket. However, in Florida, if you sit in the back seat, you don't have to buckle up if you're an adult. Laura and Shonda, behind me is the Eisenhower Executive Office, where police officers, I'm going to step out of the way real quick. You can see the line is already backed up. We'll have complete coverage of Chief Michael DeLeo's visit with the Obama administration at the White House tomorrow on Eyewitness News at 5, 5:30, and 6. It's our job to kind of paint the picture, but I don't really know if we can. It's just so much outpouring of support here, and it was something that this city really needed. How do you heal a city hurting? If you're Giovanni Ramirez, it's as simple as a hug.
The small act of a hug, can really uplift somebody's spirits.
Ramirez was inspired to create this free hug sign, and at Monday's vigil, it worked.
We have the title of this. This is our community. Look at this. This is amazing.
How does it feel that it seems like you're very...
Come on. Bless you guys.
Ebony Burgess was invited to go to Club Pulse Saturday night, but she declined. Now she's showing up to prove how united Orlando is.
I honestly think it's a beautiful thing. I think it shows the strength of our community, not just the gay community, but Orlando as a whole. We're a very strong community that stands together.
During Monday's vigil, a moment of silence was held. Bells tolling for each victim of this weekend's massacre. From the city's big gesture to Ramirez's small one, it was tough to put into words the emotion of the night.
There's so much to say about it. Like, I can't even put my finger on just one. Oh, excuse me. I honestly, I don't even have an answer for that. I'm just so mind-boggled about it.
Maybe it just starts with a hug then.
Yeah, exactly, man. Give me another one. Give me one more. Thanks.
And Giovanni just left minutes ago. There's still people mulling around right now, but he was here all night. It was amazing to see just people coming up to him and how much a hug meant after one of the worst weekends in the history of this state. And we'll continue to bring you coverage during our morning shows tomorrow. But for now, reporting from Orlando, James Buechele, WCTV Eyewitness News. Springtime Tallahassee Festival, that brings in a little more than $9 million each year. The Tallahassee Museum brings in $11.7 million. Now, those numbers combined don't even touch what the study says a healthy Lake Jackson could do for Leon County.
The lake is, I think, one of the main attractions in this part of Tallahassee.
Larry Henderson just opened his Oyster Island Bait and Tackle store on the shores of Lake Jackson.
It's good family fun.
Henderson says he has faith that the body of water will bring in fishermen to his small business.
I knew that this coming summer will be good and next summer will be better, but this summer right now they're catching big fish.
Dr. Tim Lynch got his degree in environmental economics. His 3-year study says that the lake were restored to levels from 2 decades ago. 42% more visitors would stop here, creating almost 150 jobs. So when you look at Lake Jackson, what do you see?
I see a unique jewel of a lake and a surface water body that has been given to us.
Lynch worries the aquatic weeds and grass that have grown will one day be too much for the lake. However, both he and Henderson say there's renewed hope now that more people are paying attention.
It's everything right now, because without the lake in good shape, you don't have a business.
I have a brand new grandchild, just born a couple months ago, and I hope one day I can take him out on this lake and it'll be back to its former glory.
So we're going to select the photos and then we're going to forward them. Yes.
Sylvia Warner is currently writing a book for her children about her life. The retired teacher has been coming to the Mentor Up technology workshops for seniors.
Click in a white space.
High school students in Leon County volunteer teaching everything from cell phones to computers, and it's all for free. On this day, Sylvia is adding photos from her phone to her laptop.
How long do you think it would have taken you if you didn't have this type of service available to you?
Probably I would have had to pay for some technical support from Apple computers.
What you can do is you can click on the iTunes again.
The volunteer helping Sylvia accomplish her goals, senior Tia Lubbers from Leon High.
She knows how to use the computer pretty well, and then I'll get someone who's like, I don't know how to text, I don't know how to use my phone.
But it's so much better to sit down one-to-one with someone who's helping you.
Technology is constantly changing. If you blink, you might miss the latest update. That's why these workshops are not only good for the seniors, but the students as well. Leslie Spencer works with AARP. She helps organize the events and says the seniors aren't the only ones learning.
I think it's really great that the students are also learning to interact with seniors. Oftentimes folks may have preconceived notions about what a senior is and how do they act. And so seeing how they relate to each other and laugh and take pictures and do selfies, it's just wonderful.
Whoops, Daisy.
And if you're worried about your lack of understanding of technology, don't. These events remain a judgment-free zone.
They've all been wonderful. They've been very patient, very understanding.
There's no age at which you can stop learning. You can always keep learning.
A lesson we can live by no matter how old we get.